Okay, so as always, and generally Vesselin is very principled. He doesn't deviate for something unless it's really been refuted. And I must say he's had quite a bit of success in this night off, so it was not difficult to predict as well. I'll go through all this fast because it's been done before. H5. This is his major contribution to recent opening theory. He's revived this line since about 2006 when he started using it in Monaco. And then I found an old game. No. And he went G6. The old move used to be Queen C7, but which he himself played against Leko, for instance. After Queen C7, Knight A5, B6, Knight C6, he had a little shot, Knight takes B5, no, Knight takes D5. But he played this move, and I basically I didn't want to commit Knight A5 too early, and also I was a bit disoriented because of what was going on with Short and Cheparino. So I kind of decided to make a safe move and go there and have a look. And then, of course, we see the point of the whole thing, which is that he can play Knight B6. And if I were to go C4, then he wins a pawn with Rook C8. And after Queen A5, we see the point of G6, which is as in the game. To be honest, I had noticed this. I mean, eventually I figured out, okay, G6, that must be the point. But it wasn't obvious to me that swapping the dark squared bishops was so good for black. So I didn't really regret this decision. So King B1. King F8, C4. Oh no, he went Rook C8 first, that's true. Whereupon I have to use this trick. If Knight takes D5, of course, I capture with the other one, of course, because here I might even have the option of taking on B7. I take, we're left with a Knight here, Queen D2, forking the 2, and if Queen C7, for instance, then C4 is very strong. And if Knight F4, I wasn't completely sure what was going on here. If you went, for instance, Queen F6, takes. But in the end, I decided there's no way these pawns are going to be very dangerous. First of all, I can easily toss in H4. And second, whenever he tries to use G5 and start his pawn majority going, I'll come to the F5 square. So again, Queen B4 seems safe enough. But he basically just ignores it, King F8. So I go C4. I think he even went here. So I go Rook C1. I don't remember if he tossed in Queen C7 somewhere around here. And then I have this move, which is of course the whole plan. I think if I just potter around like this, then black will get B6, A5, and he has effectively an extra pawn on the king side. So the most important thing is to get this in. And we got something like this. He went Rook E8, which, as we can see, I'm sorry, we messed up the tempi a bit. He could have maybe done this and gone the other Rook D7 as well. So, but we got something like this. And here I couldn't really believe my eyes because I had the feeling that C5, no sorry, this is still here, that C5 should work. But after C5, he takes, Queen D2. I thought D takes C5. Rook takes C5, Queen B6. rook d5, and basically I thought queen g1 check was very annoying. Because at a certain moment when I play knight c1, he can toss in h4. And it just seemed a bit awkward. I couldn't work it out. And having spent a lot of time here, I decided not to spend more because I dropped below an hour. And I mean, the game was still complex, so I needed to keep something. Anyway, I'll just point out what Vasilin showed me afterwards. It was much simpler. He said he was just going to go queen c6. Knight a5, and what I had missed earlier, I kept putting his queen on b5. He just goes back, and I'm forced to take the draw by going back. So it's a draw right away. I could have saved myself some time here, but in fact, I didn't see much to do, so I decided to just make a waiting move.